Hey, hello, friends. It's your buddy Oscar reaching out to you on this beautiful day as we approach the end of the year, saying happy holidays, compliments of the season, and happy new year in advance. This is a very special time of the year as we are coming to the end of one year and gradually ushering in the new year ahead. And in this special time, I want to use this opportunity to say happy new year in advance. However, much more, I want to say, as we are rounding up for this year and as we are preparing for a new year to come, I think this is a time for us to pause and to reflect. A cause for a time for self-reflection. To reflect on the year past and also to reflect on the year that is ahead of us. I want to apologize upfront. This might be a fairly long video, but I apologize and I ask you to stay with me because what I want to share with you is not theory, it's not motivation, neither is it a story that I read online, but it's something that I live daily in the course of my professional job. The big question I have for you, for me and for you is, when life happens, are you prepared? Not if, when life happens, are you prepared? Why do I ask this question? Most of you know that in my professional work, I work in homelessness prevention right here in Canada, in the largest municipality in the country and in the largest region in the country. That means on a daily basis, I work close one-on-one with individuals that are either homeless, unhoused, or just at the verge of homelessness. Yeah, one would wonder what's bringing about homelessness at this time. Yeah. You know, when you look at the homeless community from a distance, just from outside, you would think, oh, these people who are homeless, they are either lazy, they are people who are reckless, they are people who are not serious, they are people who have not tried, they are people who have made bad choices. Yes, it's very easy to say those kind of things, to think in that way. And I do not blame anybody who thinks like that because you're looking from outside, you are not inside. But as someone who has spent between 11,000 and 12,000 hours on ground, working with individuals in the course of survey, having conversations, hearing stories with real people, real families who are either homeless or just at the verge of homelessness, I have come to realize that many homeless people are not lazy. They are not people who don't want to work. They are not people who have been reckless. They are not people necessarily who have made bad choices. Neither have they been careless. But in most times, life happens. Life happens. The inevitable happens. I've seen people with high-paying jobs, meeting their bills, paying their mortgages, paying their rent, meeting their bills as at when due. Suddenly, one diagnosis, one accident, one expected medical condition happens. And then the next thing, they can't go to work anymore. They can't run their businesses anymore. Income is no longer coming. They can't make their mortgage and they can't make their rent. For those who are renting, the landlord does paperwork, and before you know it, the sheriff is at the door knocking and ushering them out. For those who have mortgages, after 2 to 3 failed monthly mortgage, the bank send in their foreclosure and they are foreclosing. People lose their houses, people lose their rent. And I'm not just talking of only people in low income earners. I've seen people medium and high income earners, and suddenly because of life happens, they lost everything. No one wakes up and says, today I have decided to lose everything. But life happens. Someone who was fine yesterday, things can change before you know it. No one plans for that. And yet, I've also seen the opposite, something else. I've seen families who face challenges, who face sickness, who face accidents, who face a business failure, life mishap, and they survived. They went through it. They scaled through. And I check, what's the difference? The difference is that one family was protected, the other family was not protected. One was prepared, the other was not prepared. Having seen this in reality on ground, you say, what makes the difference? The difference is, number one, financial education, knowledge. One family was protected, the other one was not protected. That's why I begin to say that as we have coming to the end of 1 year and going into another year, are you prepared if the inevitable happens? You become sick suddenly and you cannot go to work. If there is a sudden job loss, I know people might say, I'll get EI. How much is EI? What can EI actually afford? And even at that, how many months is EI? So it's time to actually look at this and prepare on time. If you're a parent and you have children, what happens to your children when you can't go to work, when sickness comes? Most of us have children who can't even make tea for themselves. You tell them to make tea and that's an issue. Are they prepared for tomorrow? Are they prepared should anything happen? So that is why it's time, out of love for ourselves, love for our families, that we should do the right thing. Prepare. Protect yourself. Protect your family. Protect your businesses. Protect your income. As an individual, for a long time, I ignored financial planning. But as I began to see things on ground, begin to call for me for self-reflection. If anything should happen to me, should I become sick and unable to work, what happens? Because before now, I used to say, no, it's okay. I work hard. I hustle. I grind. I jump up there at night. I can do it. But the truth is, how long can we continue to be that rolling stone? A couple of days ago, I went to see my physiotherapist, and after a series of minor tests and body movement, so you are not sick, man. Your body is just crying for rest. That's the truth. We flog our body so much. We never know when that body will say, hey, I'm tired. Friends, protection is not pessimism, it's wisdom. Protection, proper planning is not skepticism, it's love for yourself, love for your family. Insurance, investment, protection are not for the rich only. They are for people, real human beings like you and I, who don't want life to happen and wipe out everything we have. As a matter of fact, you even think the rich don't need protection. But I tell you, even the rich have done protection, insurance protection for themselves. I've seen musicians protect themselves against the inevitable. I tell you. I've seen musicians have insurance for their voice. Mariah Carey has insurance for her voice to $35 million. Keith Adams, the guitarist, has protection for his fingers because he's a guitarist for $1.6 million. Bruce Springsteen, the musician, protected his voice with $16 million. And for those who like sports, Alfonso, the Formula One guy, protect his fingers. About $12 million. Lionel Messi has an insurance on his legs for a whooping $1 billion. I tell you. Cristiano Ronaldo has insurance for his legs into $130 million. And David Beckham has insurance for his legs for $195 million. If all these people who are high income earners, earning hundreds of millions, would insure their instruments of income, their hands, their bodies, their legs, if some people have even protected body parts that we can't begin to mention here, because this is a message meant for the family, because that is their source of income. You and I are the instruments of our income. How much more would we not protect ourselves? More reason why we need to protect ourselves. Friends, the benefit of acting now is peace of mind. The benefit of acting now is guaranteed tomorrow. The stability, is dignity, and options where we have the strength to. Life happenings does not give notice, man. Life happenings doesn't give you a phone call. Hey, I'm going to happen next month. Prepare. Sickness does not send an email, does not send a mail. Death does not come knocking and say, hey, I'm going to come next month. It doesn't check our bank account. It doesn't check our plans. Life happens. As we are crossing from this year to the next year, I want us to make a conscious decision to protect ourselves, protect our family, protect our children, protect our businesses. Proper planning, proper protection. We might choose, no. Let's wave this off just like me, like I used to be. I don't care. It's okay. I'll just walk it through. Can just hope and pray. Prayer does not cancel life happenings. Life has happened even to the most religious people. And that is across board, whatever religion it is. It's time for adequate protection. We have to protect ourselves against the inevitable, because the inevitable happens. We can't spiritualize it. We can't change that. I've seen both outcomes. That's why I'm sharing with my friends, with you friends, at the time to act, to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your businesses is now. The big question I want to ask you today is, when life happens, are you protected? Is your family protected? Should you become sick and unable to go to work, are you protected? Should an accident happen and you need time to recover and you can't go to work, are you protected? And if the inevitable should happen, is your family protected? The best time to act was yesterday. And the next best time is now. Reach out to me. Click on the link below. Give me a call. DM me. And we can sit down and plan together, because it's an individual plan. And I tell you, gone are the days when we thought insurance was only for when we die. No. Insurance has both the investment portion as well as the life portion. It has what you can use now when you are alive, the cash value portion of it, as well as what happens, what the family can use should the inevitable happens. This is not fear. I'm asking for us all. It's responsibility. Life is life. Life happens. But preparation is what makes the difference. Thank you, friends. Look forward to hearing from you. DM me. Let's chat. Let's plan. Let's prepare adequately. Once again, I say Happy New Year. It's your buddy Oscar wishing you a very happy New Year in advance. Cheers.